What's going on, guys? Zedley here, and welcome to another episode of The Winning Formula. Now, today we have a very, I guess, uninteresting team, if I'm honest. We have a BBVA side with Cesc Fabregas, and the reason I wanted to have that side was because of Cesc Fabregas' 90 passing. I'm like, he has 90 passing. He's one of the cheaper of the Barcelona guys who has over 90 passing, so let's get him on the team. Now, he did go to Chelsea, so I guess I could have built a BPL team, but I really don't like the BPL team when it comes for passing and dribbling. They just seem to be really poor, and the only reason I have a BPL team on my main account is because I have man of the match Aaron Ramsey, and he's probably one of my favorite cards in this game, but the BPL team overall isn't very good when it comes to passing and dribbling, and it makes it really hard to hold on to possession. So I decided if I could use Cesc Fabregas, I was going to use his Barcelona version and make the team. So we have Wiedenfeller in goal, Socrates at center back, and PK alongside him for the, good defender, fast defender type role. At left back we have Alba. At right back we have Piszczek. At center mid we have Gundogan, and I used to use him all the time in FIFA 13, but I never once used him. This is the very first time that I've bought him. At center defensive mid we have Bender. At center mid we have Cesc Fabregas. We've already talked about him. Then we have Jesse Rodriguez. Once again, the first time I've ever used this guy. Mkhitaryan at that center forward position, and at the right wing position Blaszczykowski, and that's just kind of to give all the Dortmund guys some nice chemistry, although I really could have put anyone there. And on the bench we have no one. We usually have a second team, but I haven't come up with the second team. As soon as we get the second episode out this week, you guys will obviously have a second team. That's always the way it works. But anyways, we're in the final of the Gold Cup. Let's go watch some goals. So the first team that we come up against is a very nice looking team, except for the defense. He really messed that up. I don't know how he can afford all the legends and then can't afford a proper defense. He really only needed like 3 more K and he could have had a full chem defense. Nonetheless, we break him down in the 5th minute. Cesc Fabregas threw on goal, and he's not going to miss from there. He scores top corner. So the man we built this team around has already got himself on the score sheet, and that's exactly what I want to see. Mkhitaryan is then able to put in his teammate Blaszczykowski in on goal to get us 2 goals up in the 22nd minute. And that's actually how this game is going to end. He was not happy about going 2 goals down. He was actually really mad at me using skill moves. I didn't use a single skill move that entire game because there was just no need, but apparently I was skilling, and he was really mad at me, so he decided that was it for him. He quits the game, and we move on to the very next match, and we're heading right back into the Gold Cup because I feel like that's the best way to test these teams. You get good players, you get people who want to win, and that's exactly what we need to come up against. So the next team that we come up against is a BPL team, a very standard BPL team at that. Benteke, Aguero, Nasri, Navas, Lennon, Sandro, Company, Vertonghen, Walker, Clichy, and Lloris. Now, if there's anything about BPL teams that I don't like, it's the fact that they can't pass, they're just not very good at it. They can't hold possession all that well, and it kind of gets annoying. However, there's one thing that they're very good at, and that's running down the wings and crossing. You have great right backs like Walker and Clichy. You have Navas, Lennon, Walcott. You have a plethora of people to put on the wings, and they're just very good at that. And so after going 1 goal up, he's actually able to bring it back in the 70th minute, pretty close to when I scored, and bring it back. So we have to go all the way into penalties, and Jesse Rodriguez steps up, and I thought I was going to miss this one. Luckily, I was able to get it right under the crossbar. And this game was actually very tense. I looked at it, I thought 4-1-2-1-2, not a problem. Most people who have the 4-1-2-1-2 aren't very good at the game. And I say that not because I feel like people who use 4-1-2-1-2 suck, but just because they play very predictable. It's a very predictable formation. It's a simple 1-2 over the top through ball team, and it's very easy to do it. And if you kind of know that they're going to do it, it's very hard for them to pull them off, and that's kind of why he was only able to score 1 goal in the entire game. Now, that being said, although he wasn't a great attacker, he was a wonderful defender, and he held me to 1 goal as well. So, it was a very tough match. I couldn't seem to break him down. He couldn't seem to break me down, which is why we went all the way into penalties. And overall, this team felt really good. Although I've only used it for 2 games, the games that I've played with them felt really good. The possession is great, except for in this game where it was 50-50 exactly. But overall, it's a very good team, and I think the second team I'm going to build is going to be something like this, something where I could pass, feel good, and essentially, have a strong formation like the false 9, and hopefully continue on our winning streak, because we haven't lost the game in about maybe 3 games or so. I don't remember where we left off. But anyways, that is the end of the episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, let me know in the comment section below. The last episode of this will be in the description. Other than that, have a great day or night depending on when you're watching this. Peace.